Hello, Jim.
Good evening, sir.
How you doing? Thanks for your patience.
Oh, fine. No problem.
Oh, good.
You got me tongue-tied here because I didn't know it just struck on. Anyhow, I just want to take a little bit of your time to thank the people who went up the road or who came to the courthouse the other day to support us when we went up the road to head off that, or to laugh at that silly injunction that's against us.
Yeah, the three elders were arrested, and they faced some charges, I know. And actually, the maximum charges are quite severe, or the maximum possible penalties.
Well, they told us we would get 5 years, over $5,000 or 2 years in jail. So, yeah. Yes, it was serious. But to me, the damn law is a joke. They're going to make these up as they go, and the judge told us the statutes could be added to that or taken away from it as the months go by before we get to trial. Yeah. So who the hell knows where this is going to end? Mm-hmm. It's stupid in the extreme because once the government put that kind of a thing up there, they have to enforce it. And we're going to just make that as untenable as we possibly can. I mean, I think they've overstepped. You know, this is it's ridiculous. I mean, we live in a free country, or we thought we did. But when you look at this, they came here to invade us. We didn't go there. Yeah. So, well, they feel that this project is important. They have an awful lot of money at stake and people behind it, and I guess they're going to do what they feel they need to prevent it from being interrupted or delayed. Yes, it's very important. It's going to wipe out Aboriginal rights to title. It's going to poison the environment. It's going to cost the taxpayers a bloody fortune. So, yes, it's very important. Mm-hmm. I hope the people on the island really get up again. Know every damn thing about it, everything there is to know. And it just is no damn good. Jim, you know that they're doing their very best to get this sanctioned before the end of the year. Now, the timing is interesting because the more time passes, it seems the more issues arise, the more people are questioning the expenditure. Now, in the budget for this year was announced today to be up to $725 million. Some, extra people are starting to say, well, hang on now, don't we have $600 and some odd million that we've put towards Muskrat Falls this very year? So it's going to be interesting. It's almost like a race to see if they can get it sanctioned before too many things come up that could, stop that very thing from happening. Yeah, I think it's kind of like probably analogous to something that's bleeding to death. They got to get it to the hospital before it dies. Yeah, that's a very good analogy, yep. And severely stuck. And what's more important, what some people are saying, and I agree with this, that there's going to have to be an inquiry. Where is this money going? It's not being tracked. It's not being audited. And I'm always a little bit skeptic when people are against government this and government that and conspiracies. But I got to tell you, I'm beginning to believe this one is a conspiracy because if these monies are just disappearing into a rat hole, when we look around up at Muskrat Falls, we can't see $600 million worth of work. But that's not for me to judge or anybody else. Let's see where the money is going. Let's see the accounting. Well, as you know, an awful lot of the work has been untendered, and the legislation is such that Nalcor pretty much does what it wants with the money it's given, and even the Auditor General really has no right to go and take a look at its books. So, they all add up, I suppose, and at some point, it's going to be interesting to see if it's legally, or not legally, but politically feasible to keep pushing it. And you're right, legally, because there has to be some accounting for these dollars. There has to be. I mean, it seems like the Auditor General always gets the dirty end of the stick when he comes to doing his job or her job. So yes, there has to be some accounting. You better believe it. But I got to say, we've already went against this thing here. Just a few of us. We're kind of hoping we're going to move on it again after Christmas, and the rest, and get more people involved, and put this thing to death before it makes other people, gives other people a problem. They've spent the budget of building a hospital in Corner Brook, for heaven's sake. What is that? How is that fair? And this is, my take on it is that Williams is bullying these people like he bullied the rest of us and shut us out up here, the twerp. So he's bullying these people, I think, to the point of, including Dunderdale, to the point where he's saying that if you don't do as I tell you, you'll never work on this planet again. That's my take on it, and he can do whatever the hell he wants with that. I know he likes to sue people.
Yeah, I was going to say, be careful. You know, he's not afraid of litigation.
I have to tell you, you cut me off if you want, but I'm bloody reckless when it comes to what that man has done and is doing and will do if we don't stop him.
Well, Jim, you made a very bold stand the other day, so it's going to be interesting to see what comes out of that and what the penalties are in the end. But
well, and don't forget, on that Term 19 paper, there were two issues there that we jumped on, of course, was the environment, because there's a case now before the courts regarding this, and besides the Aboriginal issue. We are Aboriginal, we've been excluded, so those two things are not settled. And we're going to push this as far up as we can to destabilize the financial people who would be looking after this. Say, if you're not looking after your population out there and people are disagreeing with you, why would we put our money there? This is what we have to do. The money is still the big issue, even though they're poisoning the damn waters downstream from the river and the food we eat. Like, this is ridiculous.
Well, on the contrary, they're using the environmental argument to push for Muskrat Falls, saying that it's going to reduce the emissions at Holyrood.
You know something? You have enough power on the island to shut Holyrood down and shove it underground so you could never see it again. You just tap into the 160 megawatts you got left. Story is done. Point is, they're thinking they're going to drag everything out of Labrador and smelt it on the Avalon, so yes, they can use the Muskrat Falls power for it. But no, it isn't green. By the time you put all of the hydrocarbons in it to build it, and then let the 100 years of methyl mercury flow from it, it's far from green. Small, run-of-the-river and windmills and even diesel generation backup is better than what this mega project is. Mega bullshit, I would say.
Okay, Jim, we're going to leave it right there. Appreciate your call, and keep us posted on any developments as they come along.
We will.
Okay, thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.